During the 1900s, especially in the earlier years, dances and events put on by the elite members of society were very important in Durango, Mexico. It was a great time to be a musician if you were talented, and Arturo Lugo was the best. He was a professor of music and a director of an orchestra, a very successful orchestra. It was amazing. They won awards and competitions against other orchestras from Sinaloa, Coahuila, and other Mexican states. This is why not all could afford their services. They mostly only performed for the rich in Durango. He would never take a job at un rancho. His band was above that. Arturo Lugo knew their worth, and some believed it got to his head, but he didn't listen to them. He overcharged. Even then, they were never without clients. One day, a man that appeared to be dressed in very old, raggedy clothes asked Arturo Lugo to play at his party, and he offered a decent amount of money, more than the band charged. But Arturo Lugo told him no, he didn't play for poor people, and he was basing this on how the man was dressed. The man left, and another band member told Arturo maybe they should have taken the job. It was more money than usual, but Arturo Lugo repeated that he only took jobs from well-dressed, rich, sophisticated men. He turned to his bandmate and told him, if the devil himself appeared to me right now and he was well-dressed, I would accept the job from the devil before that man. The next day, a very well-dressed man walked up to Arturo Lugo and asked the band to play at his party. Arturo Lugo accepted. This was the exact kind of client he was looking for, rich and well-dressed. The band arrived to the party that evening. It was an enormous house, a mansion. It was clear that these people were wealthy. They set up and they began to play. The mood seemed mellow. It was a calm party. There was a lot of people chatting and dancing, having a good time. The orchestra announced a small break, and Arturo Lugo was looking for something to eat and drink, but he couldn't find anything. It was odd for a party of this size not to have any food. As the crowd dispersed, Arturo saw a familiar face. "Compadre, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you're joining us, huh?" Arturo Lugo explained to his old friend that he wasn't attending the party, he was performing. He was the band director and they were the orchestra playing music at this very moment. That's when his friend told him, "Compadre, go now, leave. This is hell's mouth. I died 5 years ago and I went to hell. This is the dance of the damned. We are forced to dance and laugh. This isn't a party. You have to leave before you're trapped here forever, and the only music that will grace your ears are the cries of the condemned." Arturo Lugo was shocked and scared. He felt chills. He could not believe what his friend was telling him. He looked around, and on a closer look, none of these people were having fun, and they looked like they were in pain. He ran over to his band members, told them what he was just told, and they all quickly gathered their things. But in the rush to leave, there was a violin that was left behind. The next day, Arturo and a couple of the band members waited until it was morning time to return for the forgotten violin. When they got there, the house appeared to be abandoned, like it had been abandoned decades ago. He went inside and found the violin on a couch, but both were covered in cobwebs. Arturo Lugo looked for the man that had hired him for that party, but he was never able to find him again. No one knew who he was. After this event, the orchestra slowly fell apart. They never played together again. It's believed that on that night, Arturo Lugo and his orchestra played a concert for the devil himself. And to this day, if you go to where you can ride cable cars in Durango, so like the little office where you sign up and pay to get on those cable cars, employees and locals from that spot can point to the house where this all allegedly took place. So maybe watch out for who you take jobs from, no matter how successful or rich they look.